What? I said, yeah! Can't steal it! Wheel and deal it! The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning, but brother, I am bad and they know I'm bad. I'm the man of the hour, the man with the power. You sweet to be sour. It's showtime, folks!
Welcome to the Grill Out. From the heart of Shillian, West Virginia, here's your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out, episode 67. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty, and I'm joined here with my illustrious and sometimes lovely co-host, Josh Cole. Bye-bye. And the reigning and defending Grill Out Predictions champion.
He hails from Whitesville, West Virginia, at an astonishing height of 12'2", weighing in at none of your business. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending Grill Out Predictions champion, the reflection of perfection, Jason Lykens.
Is that your best, Fink impression?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never tried.
You never tried a Howard Finkel impression?
I haven't.
I
didn't get much from Howard Finkel on that.
I don't know. I felt like there was a little bit in there.
Maybe a little bit.
What? Yeah, I
The
don't know.
World Wrestling Federation.
The World Wrestling Federation. And be sure to watch out for that choke slam.
Now we're just going to sound like the talking shop guy sitting here
You
doing
will be facing Kane.
We need to watch those, by the way.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We will definitely get around to those. Especially can't so much right now because of the weather.
Yeah.
Weather has been crazy here in West Virginia.
Whether or not.
True or not.
It's been a bit of a horror around here. Speaking of horror, have y'all seen about that new Chris Jericho movie?
Oh, I watched. I forgot to put that in the rundown. We can touch base on that real quick.
His match against Dax Hardwood.
Oh,
the horror movie, because that
totally.
was terrible. Terrible.
The match that was it was the main event of Collision last night, wasn't
I
it?
think so.
Oh,
yeah.
Jericho.
I mean
Lord.
this. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Jericho.
Pure chaos.
Stop.
Just
Just stop.
Yeah. Just. We've talked about it before on the program. I think Jericho is brilliant when it comes to, changing his character around and everything. But I just feel like Jericho just needs to go away for a while. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again after this. He does. He needs to go away for a while.
If anything, if he's going to be involved around the ring, just be a manager now. Just
be fantastic at it.
Put him with someone who can't talk at all.
Ricochet.
Yeah. And just do that. I mean, in his time, his ring work was phenomenal. It was excellent. He's not young anymore.
No.
He's not quick. He's not the Jericho that everyone remembers.
He was vital at the beginning of AEW.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they needed him. But
did they need his work or his name?
They needed his name.
Yeah.
I mean, but now we're 5 years in. I don't think Jericho needs to be as prominent anymore. And I understand why they put the Ring of Honor World Championship
Actually,
on him.
6 years, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
They just celebrated 6 years, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and keep in mind, he's not 6 years better.
Yeah.
He's 6 years older.
Yeah.
6 years slower.
How old is Chris Jericho? How old?
Early 50s, I think.
Possibly. He is 54, yes.
54.
See, here's the thing, though. We weren't saying these things about Sting.
No, but here's the thing about Sting. Sting,
They hit his weakness.
yes,
They kept him in tags.
yes, they kept him in tags. They hit his weakness, and also Sting is a prime example of less is more.
Yes.
So that's why Sting's last run at AEW is way more looked upon more fondly than Jericho right now.
No.
And again, I'm not knocking Jericho's all around work or anything, but he has overstayed his welcome. So that's just where I am with it.
I really think Jericho anymore needs to be one of those, like you said, Jeff. Less is more.
Yes.
You bring him as an attraction, or you put him as a mouthpiece, and then you put him in the ring as just special attractions.
Yes.
Like they did whenever they put Tully Blanchard back in the ring for the 6-man.
Yes, exactly.
And no one was expecting Tully to be great, but Tully was better than anticipated.
Yes, but it's Tully Blanchard, so you know. But you know, I do remember when Jericho. This is just I'm getting ready to turn 30 this year, but I do remember Jericho's
old.
I'm getting there.
Well, I'm getting ready to turn 58.
Good Lord,
And
you look 12.
What?
probably if he shaved his facial hair off, he would look 12.
If I get rid of all the gray and put on a John Cena shirt.
Speaking of John Cena,
Yeah, what about him?
the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix was this past week.
Yeah.
And John Cena declared for the Royal Rumble.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see him.
Well, you know, he even said that. Okay, so they did the press conference afterwards, and somebody's like, "John, great to see you," and he's like, "You can see me." I love it how he just leans into the meme now. So, but yes, John Cena did declare for the Royal Rumble, and is basically saying, "Hey, I'm going to try to break Ric Flair's record." Now the question
Quotation record.
yeah, quotations record. Go listen to the Grill Out Hot Tags
That's
episode
right.
2, where Josh dives into that. Ric Flair has probably most likely more. He does have more world titles than 16.
Yeah.
But the question is, does John Cena break the record? Do you let him break the record? Or, like what we've talked about on here before, do you let him win? It's the Intercontinental title to make him a Grand Slam champion. Or do you do both? I don't know.
Well, here's what I think. I don't care. Because all I want is to see Cena come out in a Pat McAfee jersey and start rapping. That's it. That's all I want to see.
I would like to see old Cena on there.
Yeah.
At the Royal Rumble.
Or just sometime during his final run.
Yeah, well, yeah, we do. We got until December with this, but yeah, no, I would like to see that, have him come out with like the Indianapolis Colts one. It would make sense at the Rumble because they are going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts.
I mean,
It's just basic economics.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, whether you're fighting or spitting, his discipline is unforgiven. I mean, he'll have them all back up in a defensive position.
Yes. God, I love it. The Rock also returned and sort of made amends with Cody over everything.
How do you make some men with Cody?
He made amends.
Oh, made amends. I see.
Yeah. Come on, I gave you headphones and everything.
Did you?
Yes,
No.
we have headphones on right now, Jason.
Wait, are we doing a show?
We are.
We're live,
are you,
pal.
are you Swerve Strickland?
Yeah. Why didn't anyone tell me that whenever I came in here to record a show that we were recording a show?
Exactly.
No one told me that.
But But The Rock did make amends with Cody. You know, sort of buried that hatchet.
Maybe.
Sort of.
Yeah, but did Dwayne? That's what I want to know. The Rock might have, but did Dwayne?
Dwayne.
Yeah.
He also did he loosely acknowledge that Roman Reigns as the head of the table.
Yeah.
So yeah, he acknowledged him as the tribal chief. Roman Reigns did win his match against Solo Sikoa to become the head of the table again, the tribal chief.
I felt like there was some, I don't know, maybe it's just me reading too much into it. I felt like there's a little bit of tension in the ring there when he was acknowledging Roman.
Mostly.
Yeah.
It would be foolish not to add that little bit of tension there. You know, just in case The Rock's schedule does open up to where he can have a WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. All right. Was Roman Solo thrown out too early? And should it have been on a premium live event? Is that the real match? Is that the real story?
I feel like no, it wasn't. And here's why. People have sort of rejected Solo Sikoa in a way. The crowd has.
Yeah, for Jacob.
They are more for Jacob Fatu, which I'm for. Like Jacob Fatu is a beast. Yeah. He's a monster, and the moment when he turns on Solo Sikoa, because it's going to happen.
Yeah,
the pop's going to be phenomenal. So I think this was the right move to put it on this Raw because this Raw also felt like a premium live event.
Yeah.
Even though, and like I was telling Josh off the air, it did not feel like it was over 3 hours. Because what was I don't know what the total time was.
I think it was like 3:15, something like that.
I mean, there was definitely one part of the show that kind of dragged for me.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Which part was that?
It was glorious while it was dragging on.
Yeah.
But I think there was a lot of like ghosts in the arena. So I just kept hearing boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talking about when they booed Jimmy Hart?
Yeah, apparently that crowd did not like Jimmy Hart, according to Hulk Hogan.
Oh, and in case you've been living under a rock.
Let me tell you something, brother. I don't know why they don't like you, Jimmy. I won't put you out before me next time.
So, yeah, Hulk Hogan was booed into oblivion.
He was blued?
He was blued. He went out there with the Blue Man Group. Yeah. He was booed into oblivion.
Yes.
I didn't watch the live version. Yeah. But like, I don't know if it was it was just because I have trouble hearing anyway. I could hear some of the boos on the replay, but I don't know if they had died them down a little bit.
There was some fan footage. It was there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw the fan footage. It was bad. I think even Hogan, like when he first walked out, you kind of see it on his face, like, oh, they don't like me.
Yeah.
Now, and because I was on Talk Line this past week talking about this, and a lot of people are saying it's Hogan's politics. It's Hogan's politics. I think there is a smidge of that. Just because that is the climate that we live in now. But
And
it's not
in California too.
Yeah, they were in California as well. But here is the part that rebutes that, and that would be The Undertaker. The Undertaker has very similar politics to Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
So he didn't get booed at all. They cheered for him. And I do think
probably less so because Hogan popped up at the Trump rally or whatever.
Well, yeah, he was at the RNC and all that. But Undertaker did have Trump on his show, so and Undertaker has never been shy about his point of views on things, and neither has Hogan to an extent. But I think it has more to do with Hogan's reputation.
Yeah.
There's a lot more hate rhetoric that has come from Hogan when the illusion of cameras not being there has happened than for Mark Calloway. Like the entire racial slurs that Hogan threw out on the video.
Yes. And then also because you sent this to Josh and I, Jason, the recording between him and his son when his son was coming out of rehab, correct?
His son was in prison.
He was in prison, okay.
Yes. And the entire conversation is about Hogan trying to get his son a reality TV deal for kind of this whole redemption arc for his son Nick, and they were saying why the stuff happened to the individual that was riding with Nick was because he was a very pessimistic person, and that's why he had all of his issues. But really, just some terrible people.
Yeah. And listen, we've said it before on this program. We don't take away the contributions that Hulk Hogan has made to professional wrestling. And not just the golden era of wrestling, but also technically in the Attitude era with the NWO. So I respect that aspect, but that's kind of where it stops.
Yeah.
And we very much try not to bring this type of stuff up on the show, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. And it was pretty obvious that Hulk Hogan was booed into oblivion. You do have certain people that don't understand for some reason why Hulk Hogan was booed. And then you have others that are like, yeah, like it really makes sense. Like I was asked on Talk Line, are you surprised by this? And absolutely, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all. Because later on in the week, where was SmackDown? Do you know, Josh, where SmackDown was this past Friday?
I do not.
I want to say Portland.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Because they did the Chelsea Green thing.
Okay. So they were in Portland, and during the commercial break, they had a video package of Hulk Hogan playing. He was booed again. So it's not just an L.A. thing.
But also keep in mind, all politics aside, Hulk Hogan is the reason why there was never a union in professional wrestling.
Yes, absolutely.
So again, more reason to not like Hulk Hogan. The fact that when individuals retire, they don't have treatment. They don't have care. Hulk Hogan's fault.
Yes. Hulk Hogan apparently made more money on WrestleMania 3 allegedly than everybody else combined.
I'm sorry, you all can't see my shocked face right now.
I know. We are an audio-only format. Again, not with all of that to the side, not taking anything away from the contributions that Hulk Hogan has made to professional wrestling with Hulkamania and with him joining the NWO, et cetera, et cetera. Like Hulk Hogan was very vital to wrestling's boom during the 80s. We cannot take that away from him.
We did name him the greatest.
We did. We named him. We named him one of the greatest.
Reluctantly.
Yeah, we fully admitted that on this show. But with everything that is attached to Hulk Hogan, you cannot be shocked by putting him out there and he's getting booed.
No,
I'm sorry. But
doesn't matter if you have American beer.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. And that's what I mean. It's not just the politics; it's also everything else that's on top.
Here's
of
the thing: I personally would not boo Jimmy Hart.
No, absolutely
but
not.
I will boo Hulk Hogan.
Yes,
I will boo Terry Bollea.
Yeah,
Jimmy Hart, you're fine with me. I'm cool with you, Jimmy.
yeah, baby, yeah, baby.
Come on the show.
Why don't they like me, baby? I don't think they're booing me, baby.
Also on the show, you had Rhea Ripley defeating Liv Morgan to become the Women's World Champion.
And endorsed by The Undertaker.
Yes, and endorsed by The Undertaker.
Which I don't entirely understand,
Yeah,
but
it was
okay.
weird. Yeah, it was random.
Yeah.
I guess Taker's going for that title next.
I guess.
I don't know.
He kind of looked that way, but I don't know if he's looking at the title or her.
Yeah, you never know.
Watch out, Michelle.
Yeah. So yeah, it was to me it was a good show. I think, in all honesty, with all of that came out of it, out of Monday Night Raw on Netflix,
An awesome intro.
awesome intro. I thought that was fantastic that Triple H did. I don't think there was a dull match on the card, even though there was only 4 of them. Crazy enough for almost 3.5 hour show.
Yeah.
But I think the past couple of weeks in professional wrestling has shown just how healthy the professional wrestling business is.
Yeah.
From what we saw on Monday Night Raw to what was going on in the Tokyo Dome to even down here to the local level with Grappalachia. I think that wrestling is in a wonderful spot. It's in an awesome spot. And I'll say this, I'm excited for 2025 as a professional wrestling fan. So,
If you haven't watched Grappalachia yet, check it out. You can find it on YouTube.
And our interview.
yes, and go listen to our interview with the director of Grappalachia, Troy Rankin.
Yeah. To a little interject, for those who thought this last Raw was like a PLE, according to Triple H, the first proper Raw, like regular episode will begin this week, basically.
Yeah, so just make sure you tune in to that. The Royal Rumble is coming up. So far, no women have been announced for the Women's Royal Rumble, but as far as the Men's Rumble, we've had CM Punk, Jey Uso, John Cena, we kind of mentioned that. Roman Reigns and LA Knight have all declared for the Royal Rumble.
And where will the Royal Rumble be taking place this year?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
February 1st.
February
At the Lucas
1st.
Oil Stadium.
Not January.
Yep, not January 1st. Not in January, February 1st.
Okay.
Yep. Next year it'll be in Saudi Arabia.
What?
Yeah.
We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's confirmed officially now.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. They have officially confirmed that it will be in Saudi Arabia. They confirmed it with this.
I
with
do
Monday
have a
Night Raw.
list of names here that they would like for next year's Royal Rumble.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. First one is Big Boss Man.
Oh, okay.
Then we have Owen Hart. Then Chris Benoit.
I don't know if
okay.
that one's going to work out.
Ahmed Johnson. Butch Reed. Tony Atlas. Rocky Johnson. High Chief Maivia. All of the Samoan family.
That's like the whole Rumble.
Bobby Heenan. Howard Finkel. And Ultimate Warrior. You know what? I think they'll have a good show.
Yeah.
Could you call it the greatest Royal Rumble?
I don't think you can do that.
No. I can't wait to find all the cosplayers they get, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
It's going to be grand.
Yeah. I did mention the Tokyo Dome. We talked about Wrestle Kingdom last weekend. They also had Wrestle Dynasty. We didn't get a chance to talk too much about that because
AEW did not promote it.
yeah, well, AEW didn't promote it. Also, like when we record, it hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Japan time.
Well,
So
Apparently, Warner Brothers with Max had a bit of an issue of AEW promoting it since it'd be on a different platform.
yeah, I did hear about that. Which I did get a chance to watch Dynamite on Max this past week. Went rather well. So
Yeah, Netflix on Raw went well too. There was
Yeah.
I didn't have any buffering issues.
yeah, I think this is the direction that professional wrestling is going to go. It's all going to eventually everything's going to go streaming, but I think wrestling is starting to go in that direction.
I would tell you, I did get on Max, and I watched the Charleston, West Virginia one, the first one, and found myself a few times.
Oh, did you?
I did.
All right.
Yeah, so that's what's important,
Yeah.
is I can find myself.
Yes.
So.
Speaking of Wrestle Dynasty, Kenny Omega did defeat Gabe Kidd. Momo Watanabe won the International Women's Cup. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Ricochet to retain his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. The Young Bucks became the new IWGP Tag Team Champions.
Just stop.
Mercedes Moné defeated Mina Shirakawa to retain her Strong Women's Championship and win the undisputed British Women's Championship.
Now she's four-built Monet.
Yes. And just to close this out before we get to On This Day in Wrestling History, National Independent Championship Wrestling. It is a new coalition of promotions. This is their press release, National Independent Championship Wrestling press release, January 6, 2025. NICW annual board meeting for 2025 took place on January 4th in Beckley, West Virginia, and several important changes were made in the direction of the organization. Most significantly, additional existing promotions were admitted to NICW, and their representatives were added to the existing board in various capacities. As of January 4th, 2025, National Independent Championship Wrestling consists of the following member promotions: National Independent Championship Wrestling out of Virginia, American Pro Wrestling out of Beckley, West Virginia, Premier Wrestling League out of the southern portion of West Virginia, Championship Wrestling out of Tennessee and Virginia, Top Notch Wrestling Alliance out of New Haven, West Virginia, and Maximum Velocity Wrestling out of Nitro, West Virginia. These promotions are now aligned promotionally, recognize their respective championships, and all of them will recognize the NICW World title once the current tournament is concluded. In the immediate future, NICW member promotions will promote live events throughout West Virginia, Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee, and North Carolina, and have a broadcast television presence in West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, New York, Massachusetts, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Nevada, and Alabama, and a worldwide streaming reach. The future of professional wrestling is now, end quote. And we're going to shift gears real quick to On This Day in Wrestling History. January 12th, 1998. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall defeated the Steiner Brothers for the WCW World Tag Team titles in the main event of WCW Monday Nitro from Jacksonville, Florida.
You know, that Kevin Nash, I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, he does.
He's got some good years ahead of him.
He does. Also, on January 12th, 1998, on the go-home edition of WWF Raw for the Royal Rumble from State College in Pennsylvania, Mark Henry turned heel and joined the Nation of Domination during a tag team match with Ken Shamrock against The Rock and D'Lo Brown. Also, Vince McMahon teased Mike Tyson's involvement at WrestleMania 14 in Boston. In addition, the Rock and Roll Express were awarded the NWA Tag Team Championships on Raw.
I'm sorry, they were what?
Awarded.
They were awarded?
They were awarded.
They were awarded.
I kind of.
They were awarded.
Some words got combined.
They were.
Now you're sounding like a cold start to an old truck. January 12th, 2012. Bobby Roode retained the TNA World Heavyweight title against Jeff Hardy at a TNA Wrestling House show in Wallingford, Connecticut. Also, James Storm defeated Kurt Angle. Gail Kim retained the TNA Knockouts Championship against Velvet Sky, and Austin Aries successfully defended the TNA X Division title. So that's going to do it for the first segment, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we're going to have some random Royal Rumble facts. Say that 5 times faster. And stay tuned.
Random
Do it, but with rural.
It's time for more of the Grill Out. Here's Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to The Grill Out. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yes. That's Josh Cole. Bye-bye.
What was that?
I tried to do it quickly.
And that's the Grill Out Predictions Heavyweight Champion.
Just champion.
Just.
Yeah, I do not discriminate in weight classes.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Neither is AEW, but people still like to add heavyweight on there.
Yeah.
Tony Khan, get it under control, man.
That's true. Come on, TK. Come on. That's Jason Lykens. He's also joining us.
The reflection of perfection.
So the Royal Rumble is February 1st. We've already mentioned that in the previous segment.
February.
Yes, it's kind of weird. It's going to be in February this year. Anywho, we're going to go do some random Royal Rumble facts with you. I said it slower that time. Okay, I didn't get.
Get ready to rumble. Is that better?
I'm sorry, I was spacing out, and then I caught myself how I was spaced out just staring at you, and it just made me laugh. Just mouth.
Jason is he's rather tired.
I'm wore out today.
Yeah. We'll get through this.
Yeah.
So the article that I've pulled up is 10 years old.
Thankfully, it's very timely.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed in
Nope.
10 years.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
I mean, there was one big one, but it's probably not on here.
No, that's true. That's true.
Happened in 2018.
That's true. Well, if you want to go ahead and throw that out.
Well, that's not the big one that was not talking about, but
Okay.
I can throw one out.
Go
here.
ahead.
So 1987 was actually the very first Rumble. It was a test run. It was at a house show, October of 87. It was a failure. So it was a 20-man Rumble, and originally there actually was a title shot attached to it. One-man gang won the match, but the ring announcer completely spoiled the result by announcing he would be facing Hogan for the title before the match even took place. And then Pat Patterson wasn't even at the event to facilitate the Rumble, so it just didn't go well at all. And Vince hated it.
I can tell you there is another one on here that is incorrect.
Which one is that?
Well, it's not a number, but there's one that definitely, because this is what this list is, 101 facts you may not know about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
On here, it does not mention that there's ever been a Royal Rumble held during a global pandemic.
Ah, yeah.
So nothing has changed in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought I would share that. So, Jeff, take it away.
Apparently, only Ric Flair, Triple H, Bob Backlund, Chris Benoit, and Rey Mysterio have lasted 1 hour in the Royal Rumble.
Not true.
Not true. What's
Gunther.
Gunther, yes, that's correct.
I was also
Pretty
going to
sure
say the referees,
Yeah.
the crowd. Yeah.
True. Listen, when I first read this, and I read that first line, I went, Shawn Michaels? Like, are we not? This it's worded kind of weird. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I know Shawn Michaels has been in several Royal Rumbles.
Yeah, I had to recheck myself. Gunther was 1 hour, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
But
that is the record for a standard.
I don't think Shawn Michaels was ever over an hour.
No, he never was.
No.
The longest Shawn Michaels was ever in a Royal Rumble was in '95, and it was 38 minutes and some change.
Okay.
He has cumulative. He has like over 3 hours.
Yeah.
He has 12 Rumble appearances, of course, with 2 wins, and I think like 5 Final Fours.
Okay.
And 1 runner-up. Because I was double checking some of his stats.
So a Royal Rumble runner-up.
Yes, a Royal Rumble runner-up.
He was the first 2-time Rumble. No, never mind.
That was Hogan.
Yeah.
Yep. Hogan was the first 2-time. Austin, of course, he's the only 3-time Rumble winner. If John Cena wins, he'll be the other 3-time Rumble winner, if he does win. Let's see.
Orton, too. I mean, he'll probably be there.
Who is it?
Maybe Orton.
Maybe.
He's another possibility of a 3-timer.
That's true. That's very true.
Cody now is too. But he won't be in it. But
It
No,
says
not
here,
for sure.
no city has hosted the event more than twice. Is
That
that
is
correct?
false.
That's false.
Yes.
because during said pandemic, they were at Tropicana Field. And then I believe it was last year they were at Tropicana Field. Or maybe year before, but one of those two.
Okay. Let's see. It also says here, Los Angeles has not hosted a Royal Rumble. Sacramento, San Jose, and Anaheim have shared the 5 events.
Because it says the state of California has hosted 5 Royal Rumbles.
I see
Yes,
that.
that's the
Okay.
previous one.
Okay.
As far as I know, that's still correct.
Shouldn't that Wouldn't you just put all of that as one fact, though?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Yeah,
the state of California has hosted 5 Royal Rumbles, yet Los Angeles has not hosted a Royal Rumble. Sacramento, San Jose, and Anaheim have shared the 5 events.
yeah, that sounds about. Yeah, those two facts probably should be one, but you know what? They were trying to reach that 101 number, so they were trying to.
I'm sure there's no other facts.
I mean, if they go back and update this, they could reach that 101 pretty easily.
Yeah. It says right here, Rey Mysterio, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chris Jericho are the only wrestlers to have been in a Rumble match a total of 3 hours in their career.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, never mind.
I
blanked. Yeah, Jericho. You mentioned Jericho. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Jericho has the most.
Yeah, and it says Triple H is the all-time leader with 3 hours and 51 minutes in only 8 appearances. This is 2015, so that was when, correct me if I'm wrong, that's when Triple H did go into the Rumble. He won the title, went on to WrestleMania 32, am I correct? I think he may have over 4 hours now. Hold on. Just hold on a second.
Well, while you all look that up,
Jericho has the most cumulative time at 4 hours and 59 minutes.
Okay, so it's Jericho now.
Triple H has 4 hours and 50 seconds.
Oh, okay.
He's in 5th place.
Triple H is in 5th place on that? Who's the 3 in front of him before you get to Jericho?
So Jericho, then Randy Orton at 4 hours 34 minutes, Rey Mysterio 4 hours 14 minutes, and then Cody Rhodes 4 hours and 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, you know what? I was wrong on this. This article is wrong.
It is 10 years old.
It is.
Well, this is a fact that cannot be disputed, I guess. In his 5 appearances, Bret Hart has lasted 15 minutes.
Good Lord.
Is this? Hold on. I'm going to look up that real quick. You can talk amongst yourself. Is that true?
It might be.
Yeah, because I mean, he was never a big time player in the Royal Rumble.
That's true. That's very true.
You know, when the Royal Rumble was happening, like whenever Shawn Michaels was winning.
Well, if it is 10 years old, I mean, he hasn't been in the Rumble since before that. So.
Yeah. You know,
that's true. That's true. Let's see right here. This is Royal Rumble. This is coming straight from WWE.com. Royal Rumble match stats 2024. Full list. Is this? Oh, I think this is just a Royal Rumble of 2024. Okay, yeah, that's all that is. Yeah. Oh, right here. Here we go. AllRumbleStats.com.
Well, fun fact about the inaugural Royal Rumble. I don't know if it's on this list, but the inaugural Royal Rumble in 1980 was a television special on the USA Network.
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pay-per-view.
It didn't become pay-per-view until the following year. And Dick Ebersol was actually very instrumental in that television special. Dick Ebersol worked on Saturday Night Live and on Saturday Night's main events with WWE at the time.
Yeah, he was instrumental in those early days.
He was also the one responsible for putting a countdown timer on the screen.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Because to get into it, like, they had that special event coming up. They didn't have a match or anything for it, and Vince is like, hey, Pat Patterson, tell Dick about this Rumble match you have, and Dick told him about it, or Pat told Dick about it, and Dick thought it was like the greatest thing ever, and then he came up with the timer on the screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that one about Bret Hart?
15 minutes.
yes.
Yeah, that's completely false.
Really?
Yes. His total time in the match, cumulative, through his 5 appearances, is 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 44 seconds.
Well, Jeff, you're the one who picked this list.
I know.
You did.
I know. The shortest time he did spend in a match was in 1994 at 15 minutes and 1 second.
Okay.
So, yes. His longest time in the match was in 1988 at 25 minutes and 45 seconds. So, I don't know who wrote this article. What is the website? Placetobenation.com. They probably should update this.
I can tell you the first few Rumbles, there was no prize attached to the match. It was just a match, basically bragging rights.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan won it, didn't he?
He won the first one. It was a 20-man Rumble.
Yeah.
And then in 89, it became 30-man. But there's still no title match attached to it until 90. Well, 92 was the first time there was a prize, which was the vacant WWF Championship that Ric Flair won.
Yes.
And then
Best
90
Royal Rumble ever.
Yeah. And then 93 is when they started the world title match at WrestleMania prize.
Okay. I'm just looking up stats right now. It did say that Bret Hart averaged like 1.4 eliminations per match. So he wasn't a big eliminator. I have CM Punk pulled up right now. He has a cumulative of 3 hours, 10 minutes, and 2 seconds in the Rumble match. His shortest time in the match was 10 minutes and 4 seconds, and that was the 2010 Royal Rumble. And longest time in the match was 2014 at 49 minutes and 13 seconds. Yeah. He's been in 7 Royal Rumbles. He's been in the Final Four twice and been a runner-up once.
That was last year.
Yes. His average finish is 12.29. So, Cody Rhodes, I'm going to jump over here to him.
Average finish, what is it? What?
I guess that's like when you were eliminated. Like what number elimination you were.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what that means. Cody Rhodes has been in 8 Royal Rumbles. Of course, he's won 2.
Consecutive.
Yes. The past 2 Royal Rumbles in 2023 and 2024. His cumulative is 3 hours, 39 minutes, and 57 seconds. Longest time in a match, 43 minutes and 20 seconds.
That 3 hours is wrong. It's 4 hours, 5 minutes, 14 seconds.
Okay. Longest time in the match was last year in 2024 at 43 minutes and 20 seconds. Shortest time in the match was in 2010 at 7 minutes, 58 seconds. He averages about 2.75 eliminations per Rumble. Average time between eliminations, 9 minutes and 52 seconds. Number of eliminations, 22. Speaking of eliminations, I'm going to hop over here to Kane. Where is he at?
He does not have the record.
He does. I know.
Yeah.
I want to see.
I figured that's where you were going with that. But
Yeah, no. He does have 45 eliminations.
I think that is the record, though, maybe.
Who does? Wait a minute. So if he doesn't have the record, who does?
He doesn't have a. Let me rephrase it. He doesn't have the record in a single match.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's Braun Strowman.
And Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're tied on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, well, Braun's is a little iffy. His was in the Greatest Royal Rumble at 13.
Oh, well.
Which I don't count.
And then Brock's was a 2020 Rumble, which I find to be one of the best Rumbles in my opinion.
Which Rumble?
The 2020 Rumble, when he was in it.
Oh, yeah.
When he entered at number 1, just eliminated everyone for like the first half of the match.
That's
See, I thought that one was boring.
I thought it started out boring and then became absolutely amazing.
I remember watching that Rumble, especially when Edge came out and everybody kind of lost their collective minds because nobody was prepared for that.
Yeah.
How many?
I was.
How you were?
I was. I knew it was happening.
You knew it was
I
happening.
knew.
He was on
called
the edge
me.
of his seat.
How many entries in the Royal Rumble do you think Kane has?
2.
34.
Not even close to neither one of you. 18.
That was close. Price is Right rules. I won. I didn't go.
And in horseshoes, you win. He's been in the Final Four 5 times, runner-up once. His longest time in a single match was the 2001 Royal Rumble at 53 minutes and 44 seconds. His shortest time in a Royal Rumble match at 53 seconds in 9 Royal Rumble.
So who has the shortest time in the Rumble? Is it still Santino
It's
Marella?
a 4-way tie.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, between who?
Hold on. I was at it just a second ago. Where'd it go?
Is it one of the Bushwhackers?
Maybe.
So, real quick, on all Rumble Stats, real quick, on allrumblestats.com, they have Santino Marella and Santina Marella.
So, okay, it's a 3-way tie between Bushwhacker Luke,
Okay.
Jerry Lawler, and Titus O'Neil, 4 seconds.
Okay.
That's the shortest.
So Bushwhacker Luke was 91, Jerry Lawler 97, and then Titus in 2015.
You know, I could have swore that Santino Marella was shorter than that.
According to this, he is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at this backwards. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, he is. The Santino is. It's 1 second, 1.9 seconds. Sorry.
Yep, 1 second.
Okay, because I remember him getting eliminated and then saying, like, I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
That was the 2009 Royal Rumble when that happened.
Yeah.
His longest time in a match is 12 minutes, 55 seconds in the 2011 Royal Rumble. His cumulative time in all Royal Rumble matches, which he's been in 5, is 16 minutes and 31 seconds.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see. I'm going to go over here to Steve Austin. He's been in 6 Royal Rumbles. Of course, he's won 3, so he's at 50%. Runner-up in 1 of them. He's been in the Final Four 5 times. So 5 out of those 6 times. Cumulative, he has 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 11 seconds. Average time in a match, 27 minutes, 32 seconds. Longest time in a match, the 1999 Royal Rumble at 56 minutes, 38 seconds. Shortest time in a match is the 2001 Royal Rumble at 9 minutes, 49 seconds. He has a total of 36 eliminations in the Royal Rumble.
I don't remember if you mentioned it, but Kane does, in fact, have the most cumulative eliminations at 46.
Oh, it's at 4. Okay. They have it down here. I think they have it at 45 on here. So, yes. Let's see.
2018 was the first time for a women's Royal Rumble, which would not be on that list that you had because it's 10 years old.
That's true. That's true.
There has not been any two-time women Rumbles yet.
There has not.
Nope.
Okay.
Oscar was the inaugural one, though.
Okay. Give me a name real quick. Just any name.
Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund. Okay. I'm going to scroll up here to Bob Backlund. Let's see. Oh, where you at, Bobby? Where you at, Bobby?
Well, while you look, Carlos Colon Sr. became the second man to have two sons enter the match with Primo Colon in 2012. His other son is Carlito.
Okay.
That's cool.
Bob Backlund has been in 5 Royal Rumbles. He's made the Final Four 1 time. His cumulative is 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 34 seconds. Longest time in a match, 1 hour, 1 minute, and 15 seconds. That's the 1993 Royal Rumble. Shortest time in a match, 15 seconds in the 1995 Royal Rumble. He has 3 eliminations.
2016 Royal Rumble was the only time the World Championship was defended in the match. Roman Reigns held the title.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That was it's not the only time the title has been on the line.
No,
Yeah,
it was
it-
also 92 for the first time.
Yeah, but that was the vacant title, so the prize was the vacant title. But Roman's the only one to defend the title. Some people get confused with Brock Lesnar in 2020. He was not defending the title in that match.
No. Let me give you a name, Jeff.
Okay.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Earthquake.
Okay, I gotta go.
John Tenta.
Tenta.
The Shark.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. We got Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's been in 3 Royal Rumbles. He's been in the Final Four 1 time, runner-up 1 time. Cumulative, 38 minutes, 18 seconds. Longest time in a match, 24 minutes, 45 seconds in the 1991 Royal Rumble. Shortest time in a match, 2 minutes, 31 seconds in the 1990 Royal Rumble. Number of eliminations, 8. And he averages 2.667 eliminations per Rumble.
Oh, I got one for you. Bobby Blaze.
I don't think Bobby Blaze has been in one.
Unfortunately, he has not.
But I can tell you someone who has. The Refrigerator Perry.
Okay. What's his first name?
I believe William?
Will Perry. Okay, hold
I
on.
believe so. Football player.
Hold on. What year was that?
Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, Will Perry played for the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I do not have him on here.
I know he was there.
I know he was. All I have for W's is Wade Barrett and William Regal.
Well,
let's go with the closest one. That's William Regal.
yeah, that's the closest one to Refrigerator Perry.
Well, they share the first.
Okay,
share the same first name.
let's go Regal then.
Yeah. 3 times he's been in the Royal Rumble match. Cumulative time is 10 minutes, 44 seconds. Longest time in a match is the 2009 Royal Rumble at 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Shortest time in the match, 2 minutes, 1 second in the 2001 Royal Rumble. You want to know how many eliminations William Regal has?
Yeah.
3.
0.
None. Okay.
He has no eliminations.
What about the Berserker?
Let's look it up. I got to go back up the list.
While you're doing that, all Rumbles to date have only taken place in North America. The first was in Canada, all others in the United States. But that changes next year. It's going to Riyadh.
Boo.
Yeah.
Give that the Hogan treatment.
And they've all been in January except this year.
Here we go. Berserker. All right. He's been in 2 Royal Rumbles. Cumulative time, 14 minutes, 22 seconds. Longest time in a match, 9 minutes, 1 second in the 1992 Royal Rumble. Shortest time in a match, 5 minutes, 21 seconds in the 1993 Royal Rumble. How many eliminations does he have?
None.
1.
Good
One.
Lord.
Okay, Tito Santana.
Tito Santana. Let's go back down. Let's see. Tito Santana. Here we go. He's been in 6 Royal Rumbles. He has not made it to the Final Four or runner-up at all. Cumulative time is 1 minute, 24 minutes, and 11 seconds. 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 11 seconds.
What time is it, Jeff? How long has he been in there?
How long? The longest time he's been in a match?
What's his cumulative time?
1 hour, 24 minutes, and 11 seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Longest time in a match, 30 minutes, 32 seconds in the 1991 Royal Rumble. Shortest time in a match, 5 minutes, 10 seconds in the 1990 Royal Rumble. Tito Santana has 2 eliminations.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay, let me go back up to H. Where you at, Hacksaw? Where you at, Do they really just have him down as Jim Duggan on here? Oh, I think they have him down as Jim Duggan.
I read something that he might be coming in this Rumble this year.
Who, Hacksaw?
Yeah.
Really?
Saw a report. Maybe Ric Flair, too.
Yeah. Oh, so Hacksaw Jim Duggan has been in 5 Royal Rumbles. Of course, he won the inaugural Royal Rumble. Cumulative, he's been in there for 44 minutes and 2 seconds. Longest time in a match, 20 minutes, 46 seconds in the 1992 Royal Rumble. Shortest time in a match, 57 seconds in the 2012 Royal Rumble. How many eliminations does he have? 4.
Wow.
Yep.
4.
All right, we got time for one more. Just throw me a name. Just any name.
Let's see. What generation do you want them from?
Oh, let's do like Ruthless Aggression or something like that. I don't think we've pulled too much from that.
Ruthless Aggression?
Yep.
Let's go Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo. Okay. Go up here to see. Chavo. Dun dun dun. Yep. Chavo had an underrated theme song. Yeah. Number of times he's been in the Royal Rumble, 5 times. Cumulative time is 24 minutes and 8 seconds. Longest time in a match, 7 minutes, 33 seconds. It's the 2008 Royal Rumble. Shortest time in a match, 1 minute in the 2006 Royal Rumble. Number of eliminations, 1. He got 1.
Wow.
1. Uno.
That's why you never made it, Chavo.
We're going to shift gears real quick and go to the main event.
It looks like all the talking has been done. It's time for the main event.
Dun, dun, dun. Welcome to the main event, where we go ahead and let you know what your upcoming week of professional wrestling is going to look like nationally, internationally, and locally. AEW's Maximum Carnage special is this week, airing as special episodes of Wednesday Night Dynamite and Saturday Night Collision on January 15th and January 18th, respectively. The shows will be simulcast on their respective TV channels, TBS and TNT, and on Max. Collision will be taped on January 16th, so be cautious of online spoilers between late Thursday night and when it airs Saturday evening. The Dynamite special will feature Powerhouse Hobbs versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. On Sunday, January 19th, next Sunday, TNA Genesis pay-per-view. It'll be coming on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The main event will be Nick Nemeth defending his title against Joe Hendry. And that'll be for the TNA World Championship. We all believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Locally, last week, new indie promotion Legit Alternative Wrestling was scheduled to hold its first ever show on Wednesday, January 8th, but due to the bad snowstorm, it was postponed. LAW's event will now be held this Wednesday, January 15th, at the Richardson Building in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Presenting
Dr. Papa's Outlaw Mud Show.
Bell time is 6 p.m. and all tickets are $10. But this show is ages 16 and up.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that one, were you?
No, I was
Yeah,
not.
Dr. Papa's Outlaw Mud Show, buddy. I tell you, I remember watching Necro Butcher versus Ric Flair back in 1982.
Saturday, January 18th, Atlantic Terror Championship Wrestling presents
New Year's Knockout
at the Leetown Community Center in Kearneysville, West Virginia. Bell time is 7 o'clock. Front row is $15, and general admission is $12.
I drank a Mountain Dew in Kearneysville, West Virginia one time.
Maximum Velocity Wrestling will be at the West Sots Community Center in Nitro, West Virginia, presenting
Winter Storm.
Bell time is 7 o'clock, and front row is $15, while general admission is $10. This event will feature a Fans Bring the Weapons match.
That's going to bring me a skull can.
Mega Pro Wrestling returns to
I'm
action.
going to bring me a wobbly chair with one leg longer than the other three.
Mega Pro Wrestling returns to action at the Racine Volunteer Fire Department in Racine, West Virginia to present
Light it up.
Bell time is 7:30, and front row is $20, while general admission is $15. Also, shout out to Real Shoot Wrestling, which often does shows here in West Virginia, as they will be traveling up north to Parma, Ohio, to present
Parmageddon 2
at the American Legion Post 703. Best of luck to the wrestlers of RSW, and safe travels.
You know, I think they're doing a good job. They're doing the right thing out there for them boys, I tell you.
And we're going to stop right there. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to give our final thoughts on
I
everything.
can eat an apple without my teeth in.
Stay tuned, please.
Once again, here's Hollywood Jeff Petty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grill Out final segment. I'm your host, Hollywood Jeff Petty. Josh Cole, Bebe, is joining me. Woo! And Jason Lykens, and he seems like he's morphing.
A little bit, you know, and sometimes there's some people who like to come out and they say hello.
Oh, jeez.
What you doing over there, Jeff?
We've broke him.
What you doing, Jeffrey?
We've broke him.
Hollywood!
We've broke him. All right, Josh. We talked briefly about we touched on this briefly in the first segment.
We touched on it, Josh.
Good Lord.
I'm about to shut his mic off because he's lost his
chaos.
mind. He is chaos. Jason is a little chaotic.
You're a little chaotic, you know. He had the chaos. So tell us about this horror movie that Chris Jericho's in.
Yeah, talk about the horror movie that Chris Jericho's going to be in.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
say juice? I love a juice box, the fruit cup, and the pudding. They have it at the home on the Wednesdays.
You know, I kind of like Jeffy a little bit better than the baddie. So
Do ya? They can both come out to play, Jeff. They can both come out to play, Jeff. They can both come out to play, Jeff.
So tell us about this horror movie there, Josh. Yep.
It's called Dark Match.
Dark Match, huh?
It's going to be on Shudder, which is
Shudder.
that horror streaming
Sometimes
platform.
when I'm cold at night, I shudder.
So this is the plot synopsis. A wrestling company lands a lucrative gig in a remote town only to find themselves at the mercy of a cult leader with sinister intentions.
You know,
Basically,
it's funny because
it's real.
in a remote town, that's where I live. And I've got like a
live
pack.
off the grid, don't you?
I do, off the grid, and I've got like a pack of 85 wild dogs that all look at me as their leader.
You know, I've got some wildcats outside my house that I feed every now and then, and sometimes a dang old possum comes up and gets in a fight with one of the raccoons up there. But I still love them anyway. You ever given a hot dog weenie to a raccoon? They just gobble that up. They're like, nom, 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 nom.
Oh,
Well.
who is Jericho the cult leader?
I think.
I mean, you'll have
guess.
to watch the movie. To
Yeah,
get
it comes out on January 31st on Shudder, called Dark Match.
okay.
From what I saw from the trailer, it's like, I guess they think it's a regular old indie promotion, then turns out they actually kill each other. So yeah,
Went 0 to 100 real
that is,
quick.
yeah, it's a real battle for the death or life and death.
It
It is a dark match.
Wow.
It's like
Okay.
every night when I go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, if you are a fan of horror movies and professional wrestling, that is definitely up your alley
It's
again.
called Dark Match.
And when it
Match on Shudder, January 31st.
Okay.
January 31st.
Go follow us on Facebook,
Yes.
facebook.com /
The Book of Face.
Yes, thebookofface.com / The Grill Out. You can email us, thegrillout95@gmail.com. You can also go follow us on Blue Sky at The Grill Out.
Someone's going to see a blue sky soon. Darby Allin.
That's true. At the grillout.bsky.social. Yeah, Darby Allin is not going to be on AEW television for the next couple of months. He will be preparing for Mount Everest.
And somehow I can't help but feel, as he's climbing Mount Everest, he'll get hit by a bus
Yeah.
He might.
as he's climbing. Also, please write in and tell us why you never want to hear Jeffy again.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You know what? I'll throw it out there right now because we got 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Write in, thegirlout95@gmail.com.
Yeah.
What is your most beloved character that Jason does?
Yeah.
And what is the most hated character that Jason does?
And maybe we'll put them together and see who wins.
Good Lord.
Oh, the baddie is yeah.
I mean, Josh, which one would you and Jeff rather hear? This one?
Or this one, you know, which one would you like
Probably
to have
neither.
around?
I would rather hear the baddie. I heard some mouth noises from Jeffy, and I didn't like it. Yeah, I hate that.
Hold on, I gotta take a breath.
Oh, good.
My wife's gonna be real mad when she listens to this one, but she never does, so it's okay.
She definitely ain't gonna listen to episode 67. All right, I'm shutting his mic off. Oh. Again, go like the Facebook page. Go follow us on Blue Sky. Email us, thegirlout95@gmail.com. And until next time, fellow wrestling fans, have a good one.